Hey there, welcome back to Insight. I'm Rachel Berry, and of course we're welcoming back Heather from Foster Financial. Thank you for being here, Heather. It's so great to have you.
Yeah.
Today we're chatting about something that's, I think, comes to with fear, right?
Yes, so fear-based investing. So what do you physically, when something starts to go bad, what do you want to do? You want to go the opposite direction, right?
Absolutely.
So we see this all the time when markets go down. People start to get fearful. And honestly, there's a lot of people out there selling fear as well. So there's people saying, hey, get out, go to safety, run for the hills. So when people start to get panicked, when the market starts to go down, you think it's a sinking ship, you want to run away from it. You want to jump off the boat, right?
Absolutely.
But if you look back through market history, people who jump off the boat may realize, hey, it's not actually sinking. Instead, it's still floating, and it's actually, they're building onto the boat, and it's getting bigger and bigger over time. So do you really want to be left out in the ocean is really the thought process there. Instead, what you have to do is you have to do the opposite, right? So when everything is going down, the wise move to make is to buy in, not sell out. And it's the opposite when the markets are at all-time highs. So as the market starts coming back up and people are like, ooh, I got out down here, but the markets are recovering, so I want to buy back in up here. So there's a rule of investing that we like to say, and Warren Buffett, who's a little-known investor, has always said it, and it still rings true today. When everyone else is fearful, be greedy. Greedy means buying into a fearful market. When everyone else is greedy, meaning all-time market highs, be fearful. So the rule of investing is to not let emotions, because psychologically we're going to want to run when things are going bad. We're going to want to be a part of things when they're going good. But what that has people doing is selling low and buying high. And if you do that time and time again, your returns will lag severely. You can look at any chart, and I actually encourage the viewers out there, take the time, don't listen to the fear, don't listen to all the legislation and the politics that are going on out there. Take the time to do a history lesson for yourself. Look back to 1930 or 1934 and look all the way through today. And I want you to look and do some research. How many pandemics have we been through? How many recessions have we been through? How many periods of time for 10 years or more did we have hyperinflation above 8%? During those times, inflation, right? Pandemics, recessions, and geopolitical issues, which when people are like, this is unprecedented, we're in a war, we've got inflation, we've got all these things. None of this is unprecedented, okay? We've been through all of these things. We've even been through periods of time where the government produced more money and pushed more money into the money supply than what they currently have done because they were funding wars like World War II. So none of this is unprecedented. The only thing that's happened recently that was unprecedented was them shutting down our country, which did cause some inflation because we stopped producing goods. So I just want people to take a step back and look back through history before you make emotional decisions. Part of our job as financial advisors is to weather the storms. When the boat is rocking, we've got to say, hey, we're here to calm things down, not allow our customers to make bad decisions, to sell low and buy back in high. Because again, your natural ability is going to want to say, it's going down, I want to get out, up, it's coming up, I want to buy in. And we need to flip that script a little bit. So our job is to keep everyone calm, put purpose behind your investments. That's why financial planning is critical. Those financial plans, how much money are you going to need? Because we don't want to sell stock during the down market. But that is critical, that you don't panic, that you don't allow fear to rule you.
Yeah, and I think this is important too, because this is where you all come in, correct? And if people say, I don't even know where to start, this is where you step in that gap, correct?
We do. We step in and we obviously, the plan is first, and hopefully everyone who's watching has a financial plan, because I've been preaching this for 10 years on this show. But if you don't have a financial plan, that's really step one, because that's actually telling you how you should be investing, how much of your money should be more stock oriented, how much of it should be more fixed income oriented. But if you have a plan, you kind of need to stick with your plan, because otherwise you're going to sell low, buy high, let emotions get involved, and you'll make wrong decisions. I've got a crystal ball on my desk, and it's kind of a joke because no one has a crystal ball on exactly the right time to get out and exactly the right time to buy back in. So history shows this is better to kind of stay the course. You can change the investments around. Maybe you don't want to own a tech stock right now. Instead, you maybe want to own an oil stock or an energy stock, but you're still staying stock to stock, fixed income to fixed income. You can always repurpose, reposition, but staying the course and staying calm is critical.
And I think it's interesting, you mentioned it there. History is everything.
Yeah.
We've seen that in so many different things, even when it comes to financial aspects. That's really interesting.
Yeah, so again, the unprecedented comments, I think there's a lot of fear tactics that tend to go on when the markets start to crash. People trying to sell you things, and if they're trying to sell you something that's long-term, putting you in something, hey, this is safe, you won't have to deal with these waves of the market anymore, you got to think about the timing of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if you have any financial questions, call the number on your screen for a complimentary consultation today.